Sorry about that, but nevertheless, welcome back and welcome. I am Tim Watson, back again with another dog attack alerts, but we're going to do something a little different. Over time, weeks, months, and I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, some Facebook, and anytime I'm watching these videos, whether a dog is involved or not, I always try to compare it to dogs and this dog culture. So we're gonna watch some videos, that I like to compare with dog culture and kind of, give you my perspective of it, because anything is better than dogs. Anything is better than dogs. There's not one thing in this entire world that can be worse than these worthless mutts. Not one thing. Not one thing. Not nature. Not other natural animals. Not, problems or drama. Dogs are worse. Because dogs just... It's like they just want to just ruin our lives. They want to ruin our lives. Well, they themselves cannot survive on their own. It doesn't make any sense. And even when you feed and take care of these worthless mutts, they can still turn on you. And it's evident. It is evident by the amount of stories and videos we've watched and heard and read about of owners getting attacked and killed by their own dog. Nothing is worse than that. Nothing is worse than a dog. Or dogs, or these canines, or these worthless mutts. Nevertheless, let's get into it. I have a lot of videos that I want to share. I hope I don't get any copyrights for these things. Here we are. In this video, again, this is just an example. These things. When I first saw this video, these things look like fat giant turds. Again, these things are. They're deformed mutants, deformed brain damaged mutants. But when I first saw this video of these things trying to escape, the first thing that popped in my mind, they're in training. They're getting ready for their big day when they escape the yard, escape the house, and go and attack a child that is on their own property, or attack a bystander, or attack someone who's riding their bike. They are in training, and this is how that happens. This is how it starts. But things like this get worshipped. It gets liked and loved, and people love it. People like it. They're in training for their big day. It's going to happen because it always happens. These things escape, and these things are ugly and hideous, and they attack people, and then they're going to act like they have no idea why. So I like to save videos so I have a reference in the future. Here we have this mountain lion, aka cougar, and that's all that happens. That's it. This thing just sniffs him, and that's it. And I'm not sure if this is AI or not. I'm gonna look at all the videos I'm gonna show today. I am going to except that it's 100% legit. So I'm not sure this is AI. I have my skeptics, but we're going to assume this is 100% legit. But here we have a mountain lion who can easily take down this guy. All it does is sniff him, and that's it. That's all that happens. And this was a worthless mutt. That thing would be mauling him, or taking the food, or doing something to annoy or bother him. And he has food too. So the thing is probably smelling the food, but what does it do? It runs away. We're safer around mountain lions. This is a cat. I respect cats, man. Cats are, they're so bold. They're so humble, man. I just like cats. They just the way they look at either predators or prey or whatever the case may be, and they just it always seems like they're calculating something. It always seems like they're it's like in those TV shows where characters just stare at you and they get this power up. It's like they're just waiting for something, trying to summon something. This thing is just sitting there like this. And what is worth as much too, again, these things are always moving, always wanting to invade someone's space. Look at all the space here that it can go to. But why does it need to settle on this cat? All this cat is doing is sitting there, minding its own business, looking, beautiful as it is. And then this thing wants to go invade its space. But I mean, I'm telling you, cats are bold, man. Cats are just so bold. And they always use in that term, scaredy cat. Sure, there are some cats that are just, scared, or they, like any animal that, sees someone or whatever, they're going to run away. Like any animal will do that. Any animal. But we've seen a lot of brave, bold cats taking on bears, mountain lions, other dogs, packs of dogs. We've seen that. I'm not sure if I have it here, but, we've seen cats take on packs of dogs. So this term scaredy cat is ridiculous. Because all natural animals are scared. All natural animals are scared. We've seen many videos, I'm probably going to show some, of other animals being scared of humans and running away. So why is the term scaredy cat so popular? I don't get it. Cats are very bold, and they're very, they have this special element to them, and it's like, wow, man. Sometimes you just kind of want to. I don't want to be a cat, but you want to, you try to learn from cats, just to be humble and calm and patient, because this thing is just sitting there. It's like it's calculating something. It's just calculating, and it will stare at things, and that's it. That's it, man. That is it. That's why I love cats. I respect cats, man. But I cannot respect dogs. This video, it's a seal, a natural animal that is slowly approaching a group of people. It's slowly approaching them. It's not running and moving all over the place and wagging its fins and smelling everywhere and jumping around. It's moving very slowly. Very, very slowly. It is not showing its teeth. It is not growling. It is not barking. It is not in some kind of behavior that would make at least these people run away. Like this, again, I want to stay away from natural animals. I want to stay away from them as far as possible, but at the same time, I still would not want to be near this thing. But if I had a choice between a dog and the seal, I'd probably choose to stay near the seal. It's so calm. It's not like, it's not being aggressive. It's not moving around everywhere. These things probably never have ever seen a human before, and it's not acting up. Both dogs have seen humans their whole entire lives. And every single time a new human or whatever shows up, they act weird, they go aggressive, they try to attack you, they think they're in danger. Some of these dogs are in their own house, they're on public property, walking, minding your own business. These things are barking aggressively at you. But we have these natural animals that behave like this, who rarely to never see humans. It is just ridiculous. But again, anything is better than dogs. And here we have, an elephant that's trying to bathe with its baby, and crocodiles in the swamp. And that's it. This is natural animal behavior. That's it. What does this crocodile do? It flees, it goes away. That's it. That is it. Anything is better than dogs. Anything is better than dogs. Look at this. That's it. I mean, this is nature. This is what nature does. This is what nature does. You know, it's wild. But with dogs, even when you groom it, feed it, take care of it, socialize it, and all the other crap for these dogs, they can still turn on you and attack you. They can still be annoying. You give dogs everything. You dog nutters, you worship dogs. You give them everything. You put them on this throne, but yet they still behave like the worthless mutts that they are. And this is nature. Anything is better than dogs. How about the so-called king of the jungle or the queen of the jungle? Look at this. Look how simple this is. This is it. This is the king of the jungle who could easily snatch this guy and run away with him. Easily. Look how easy this is. You don't see this from dogs. Dogs see you immediately. They want to bark and attack you. This thing probably has never ever seen a human. Maybe has, maybe hasn't, maybe not as much. And look at it. It's not moving around. It's not wagging its stinking tail. It's not trying to attack or bite you. This guy is standing still like a tree. And what does this animal do? It just walks away. That's actually, yeah, that actually is a male lion, I believe. Whereas dogs, you already know what they do. You can stand like a tree, sit still, stand, run, do whatever you want to do or whatever, and these things will still come attack you, invade your space. And they won't leave you alone. But this is a natural lion, a natural animal, who can devour this man in seconds. Dogs, you feed them and they still will attack you, owners. Still will attack you. That's why anything is better than dogs. Here you have a guy that's Steven, look at that. Remember when I said scaredy cat? Remember when I said scaredy cat? Look at that. The guy is sleeping. Easily could be devoured by this bear. Easily. And this bear just runs away. You can't see this from dogs. You never see this from dogs. Oh, what about that cat video? Because that dog is a worthless mutant. Worthless mutant. But natural animal just running away. They just run away. Just like that, easily. Easily. You never see this type of behavior from dogs. They can't be hushed or shushed away. They can't be startled away like this. You startle them like this, they will attack you. You startle a dog like this, they will attack you. That's what these experts say. Oh, you scared a dog, they're going to attack you. This guy scared a bear. What did the bear do? The bear just walks away. The mountain lion just walks away. How about this? A natural dog. A natural dog. A natural dog. And this stranger just goes, look what he's going to do. Even though I would not recommend what he's about to do. But look what happens. Excuse me. Look what happens. Look at that. That's what natural animals do. They run away. They run away. You don't see this from dogs. You startle a dog like this, they go attack you. They act retarded. But natural animals. This is what they do. They run away from you. They run away. These cats are just trying to survive. All they're doing is trying to survive. And look at this ability they do. This patience. These cats have patience. We can learn from cats. Have patience. They're not devouring all of them. They get a fish, eat it, and they move on. I can't even. Oh my god! You can learn from this. This is so cool. But we all know with dogs. Look at that. Again, the thing is scared. What does it do? It runs away. Dogs, they get scared, they attack you, apparently. Look at this. They gotta survive. But with dogs, they devour everything. They devour all the fish for no reason. Dogs can't even survive on their own. They can't even hunt. That's why dogs require dog owners, dog nutters, to take care of them, because dogs cannot survive on their own. If dogs can survive on their own, why is this dog culture pushed on people? Why is it pushed so much on people? Why do they want dogs in our homes? Why do they want dogs in forever homes? Because dogs are worthy, cannot survive on their own. You let dogs roam around on their own, then there's going to be problems. People are going to get attacked. These dogs are going to get hit by cars. Dogs are going to get shot. Dogs are going to get found killed. Dogs cannot survive on their own. That's why they push it on people. And also because it's a business. This is the business part of it. But overall, again, they know that dogs are worthless. They cannot survive on their own. They won't ever use those terms. It's because they're dog nutters. But the reality is dogs cannot survive on their own. That is the reality of it. Excuse me again. This video was so long, but this was a video of again another another baby. I consider from 0 to like even to some 20s, they're like technically still babies in a way. This is a baby, again, mauled to death by the so-called family dog on the orders of dad's evil girlfriend. And they say that dogs can sense bad people. So why couldn't this dog sense the evil girlfriend? Why does this dog obey the evil girlfriend to attack and kill this girl? Again, these things, they're weapons. They're destructive. They're dangerous. They're vile, and they do not belong here. So if you want to interested in reading more about the story, you can probably search Jamira Sessions on Google or whatever. She was attacked by the Rottenweiler in order of her, I guess, dad's girlfriend, Taishiel Martin. So yeah, if you're interested, you can search her name over here. So again, only within dog culture, they talk about laws, dog laws, over and over, like every day, every week in some other city, state, or country. They're implementing or talking about new dog laws. These are man's best friend, mind you. These are the things that are worshipped, but yet every day there's some type of new law or a new ban on dogs, or they're unbanning dogs every time. But let's hear what they have to say.
Come here, buddy. At this off-leash dog park, there are only good dogs. But when a dog does become aggressive, dog owner Jürgen Reichert says it's not necessarily the dog that's the problem.
You hear this
There
all the
aren't any
time.
bad dogs, but bad owners. That's the problem. You know, they should go after the owners, because the dog, any dog, we used to have a Rottweiler. He was the sweetest dog in the whole neighborhood.
How do we know that? How do you know that? Again, you dog lovers, you lie all the time. And what does sweet mean exactly? Sweet can mean anything. What does it exactly mean? They always use that term because they cannot fully describe these things because they're worthless. They're dim-witted. So they use the same terms over. Like all these dog lovers, they use the same terms, same phrases over and over again. Because the reality is these things are worthless. They're brain damage mutants.
Way we erased him.
City councilors David Ferreira and Skylar Frank are putting forward a motion that would
Look at the grass. Look at the grass.
My understanding is breed-specific bans are actually not that effective.
Under the proposal, city staff would come up with a bylaw to place more stringent controls on dogs that have been deemed to be dangerous.
Looking more at behaviors and with aggressive dogs. And so we want to strike a balance of trying to provide education and communication in order to
We've been down this road before over and over again. Every time we've been down this road.
able to have dogs.
It's every year, every
participate
city,
more,
every country, every state, every
properly
province.
in the community.
Frank says the
Oh,
motion
man. Look at the
follows
grass,
several concerns raised by
It's
constituents.
it's not even grass anymore. It's not even grass. Like, what is this? It's like weeds now. Like, come on. Dogs are detrimental to nature. So why do they have a dog park? Why do they have, are allowed in parks and beaches if they can contaminate nature? These things do not belong.
And an online petition calling for the city to take action against dangerous dogs. The petition calling for measures like mandatory training or larger fines.
That would make sense to me as far as dogs with a history. We actually had an incident where one of our dogs was bitten by another dog. The owner gave us fake ID, so we could never track down the...
Well, dog nuttery, man. I'm telling these dog nuts, dog lovers, pit tards, you are all vile people, man. You're vile dog nutters. And look at this. So it's a dog nut party right here. This is a dog nutter party. They're having a dog nut party.
guys.
In the meantime, the two councilors are putting forward a second pet-related motion, this one dealing with pets left in hot cars. According to Councilor Frank,
it's dogs. Like, there's only dogs that are left in hot cars. And it's always dog nutters. It's always dogs. But they like to use terms pets or other animals.
London police had responded to 60 such incidents so far this year. She says it uses up police resources and costs local taxpayers in what's supposed to be provincial jurisdiction.
We want to, again, have a better way of addressing this, and especially if we have bylaw officers and London Police Services going to these calls, we want to be able to recoup the cost of that, and we don't have a method right now to do that.
The two motions will be considered by Council's Community and Protective Services Committee.
It's a dog nut party.
You're a movie star now. You're a movie star.
Brian Bicknell, CTV News.
It's dog nutters, man. Dog nutters, man. They just drive me crazy, man. They are sick people, man. They are sick. Oh, these videos are gonna be pretty funny. Pull up. Oh man, it's my favorite ones. Yoink! And disclaimer: only dog nutters were hurt in this video. Don't fall. If you want.
You okay?
Yeah.
Invasive again. Told you, invasive.
You're gonna be alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh man. Where's it running to? It's my way. It's my way. It's my way, the highway. Oh man, that's funny. Again, only dog nutters were hurt in that video. Oh man, oh man.
I do not have parabens.
Yeah, in this video, I've seen a few videos like this where these giant predators see like baby prey, and come on, go away. Hang on. Excuse me. Sorry again. Like, I feel like this where giant predators see like baby prey, and then many of them, they easily could devour them, but they don't. And in many cases, these baby prey, they get away. So just like this one, it's like a baby duck. It then, you know, it's being stalked by this leopard who could easily devour it, and then it starts to play dead. And this thing easily could just eat it. Easily just eat it and devour it and move on with its life. Instead, what it does is it basically, you know, just plays around with its with it a little bit, or wants it to be back alive or something. But with dog behavior, they just maul anything for no reason, not to eat, not to survive. They just maul things and for no reason. Dogs don't have this amount of self-control. Again, this is the jungle. And to say there are no rules in the jungle is ridiculous. There are rules in the jungle. All these animals have various rules and laws that they naturally follow. But in cases and scenarios like this thing could easily just devour this duck. Easily, in a matter of seconds. The thing was playing dead, is playing dead, but what this animal is doing, natural animal is doing, is it's showing self-control. And that is something dogs don't have. And since dogs don't have self-control and they're very impulsive and annoying, they require another species to make sure they don't act like their species, so they can have some type of self-control as long as the owner is there with food. But these natural animals living in the jungle, where there's no human to tell them what they can or can't do, can show patience, self-control, discipline. They know when to attack and when not. They know when to retreat and not. They know when they're in danger and not. They know when to fight or flight. But with dogs, it's my God, it's so hard to explain it because it's so difficult. Dogs are just brain damaged mutants that requires another species to make sure they don't attack, to make sure they don't act like a dog.
What would you do if you were alone?
And sometimes these people have these therapy dogs. And what would a therapy dog do? You're alone in the house. with a worthless month, what is it going to do? You got to train these things, give them medication to do stuff.
Pack of loose dogs has people now afraid to spend time outside. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The dogs have been captured on many home surveillance systems, once even being spotted at a restaurant. The police department says it does not have the resources to take care of the problem. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more from Godley tonight. Peyton.
Steve and Heather, yeah, some people in Godley are just trying to get eyes on this situation, and they are asking for help. They tell me they used to just see this pack of dogs, roaming through the neighborhood at night, but now they say they are seeing these dogs in the morning when the kids are going to school, and also when they're coming home in the afternoon. A pack of dogs roaming in Godley isn't new, but the number of the dogs in this pack has grown. Up to 30 to 40 dogs, according to people in the subdivisions off Highway 171. Dozens caught on neighborhood surveillance cameras during the night and in the middle of the day. A restaurant nearby sent Fox 4 its own video of the dogs making themselves at home in its outdoor patio.
I mean, one tried to attack my French bulldog under the fence.
We heard barking, and I turn and look, and those dogs are running straight for us. So we rushed my daughter inside the house. My son locked himself in the car.
A close call Bruce Moats says happened last month. Moats says
remember in that other video, there's no bad dogs. Bad owners. These things don't have owners, but yet they're terrorizing the neighborhood. So are these dogs bad? Obviously, these dog owners are not going to say that. But yes, dogs are bad. With or without owners, this is what they do. But they only use the owner's excuse just to protect these worthless mutts. It's part of their code, where they have to use the same talking points over and over again. Because these dog owners, they don't know anything. They don't know anything about dogs. They just watch these videos on YouTube, and they think they're experts by just repeating the same talking points. Forever home, sweet, blame the owner. And that's why these dogs are so stupid.
Reporting the dogs to the city since February, but has been pushed off every time.
At this point,
it's February last month. Moats says he's been reporting the dogs to the city since February, but has been brushed off every time.
See?
At this point, I don't know what to do.
Pack of dogs in the neighborhood. They're calling the officials to help, and what do? They say nope. This is dog nuttery. This is dog culture. They don't care. They know, not saying okay. I mean, yeah, they don't care. But what I want to say is they don't act. They don't do anything until someone has been killed by a dog. Then they want to do something about it. That's why this one free bite thing is it's more like a one free kill. They ain't gonna do anything until someone dies first. This is ridiculous.
I'm helpless as a father.
Godley's chief of police tells Fox 4 Monday he has limited resources and cannot solve this issue alone. In a statement, Chief Daryl Vinson writes, the city is currently discussing creative options to address the illegal dumping and abandonment of animals within city limits.
If these are man's best friends, why are they being abandoned? How do you know they're being abandoned? How do you know exactly what's happening with them? I don't know. But for in this case, let's assume they actually are being abandoned. If these are man's best friend, why are they being abandoned like this? Why are they being dumped? Why? If it's always the owner's fault, why are so many dogs being dumped, abandoned nearly every day all across the Americas, the Canadas, the Europe? Why? Dogs must be doing something to trigger these humans. These are dog nutters. These are also dog nutters who probably love dogs that are dumping these dogs. So what are these dogs doing? So are you saying it's these dog owners that are doing something to the dog that's making them dump these dogs? Does that make any sense? The dogs are doing something, and it's not right, and that's why they're being dumped. Apparently.
A conversation now on Tuesday's city council agenda.
This is a today problem. It's a today threat to my kids.
Where the dogs originally came from, still unknown. Many believe they were abandoned, now living in fields behind the newly built neighborhoods. and living on any food they can find.
I'm just scared. Is it going to come to an attack or then a freak accident where something is done?
Godley's police chief also tells me he is reaching out to Johnson County and also neighboring cities for.
It's just ridiculous, man. When dogs are involved, there are problems.
Dad,
Look at this.
No. Yeah. Oh!
Holy! See that? Again, scary moment. I'm not trying to downplay it, but look at this.
No.
Dad shows up, the thing runs away. If this was one of those domesticated dogs, that child would have been attacked. It would have been over for the child. There would have been blood. Would have been bloodshed. That maybe the child would have lived. Maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe he or she wouldn't have. But the dad shows up.
Dad, no.
The dad shows up and this thing scatters like that. Not a sound, doesn't stay around for anything, it runs away. You don't see this from natural. You don't see this from these worthless mutts. You don't see it. You do see these dogs will stay around, they'll hover around, they'll still try to attack. They don't quit. Pit bulls are a good example. You hit these things, you shoot them, you tase them, these things will still attack. They're still gonna be in attack mode. This guy didn't have to raise anything. Not a foot, not a fist, not a finger. All he did was run. And this thing scattered. That's a natural animal. Dogs, these domesticated dogs are not natural. They're worthless mutts. They're brain damaged mutants. And all they do is want to hurt people.
The bite force of the Pit Bull Terrier is 235 pounds per square inch. Of the German Shepherd, 238 psi. The Rottweiler has 328 psi. The Dogo Argentino reaches 500 psi. Of the Presa Canario is 540 psi. The Tosa Inu reaches 556 psi. The Alibi has over 650 psi. Of the Boer Bull is 700 psi. The same is of the Cane Corso. And the king of the strongest bite force is the Kangal, reaching up to 743 psi.
What's the point of these things?
Bull Terrier.
I mean, these things are meant to hurt. They're meant to kill. But dog nutters, dog culture, they view them as pets, fur babies, sweet. Oh, they wouldn't hurt anyone. It's how you train them. But yet, they have bite force of nearly 700. What's the bite force of humans? Yeah, I hate using this AI thing. I like the old-fashioned way of finding information. So what's the bite force of humans? We have over 900. Oh, let's see. Yeah, right here it says the human bite force is 162. Whereas these dogs, their average is like 500, will give or take. And we have this one at 743. See, these things are not meant to be pets. They're not meant to be in our homes, because over and over again we hear stories of these dogs attacking and killing people. And it's always for no reason whatsoever. Always. Even when you hear stories of dogs, protecting the home or whatever, you never hear these dogs devouring robbers or burglars. These dogs are always devouring, innocent people, children, babies. Probably is some, but I'm not seeing any. Force. Dog. Let's see. Attacks burglar. Burglar shoots and kills dogs at home. This is news. Yeah, but anyways, again, these things just attack a lot of innocent people for no reason whatsoever. Again, I'm a person that, I'm willing to try to prove myself wrong or right. A lot of these dog nutters, they lie so much. They lie so much, man. It's because the truth hurts. Dogs are brain damaged mutants. That's the fact. They require another species to make sure they don't act like a dog.
So September 17th, I was assigned to the Patrol Hill movie night. We were going to have a bunch of little kids there to watch an inflatable screen and a movie. Upon my arrival, there were multiple dogs off leash. I began informing all those dog owners that park, Patrol Hill Recreation Center, is not an off-leash park. It is not one of the designated approved off-leash areas by the San Francisco Recreation Park Commission. I was just informing and educating all the dog walkers that had their dogs off leash when I contacted Mr. Muir. And while me and Mr. Muir were having a conversation much to the same distance as myself and Officer Crockett are, his yellow lab, Lucy, approached me and just bit me in my left forearm out of the blue.
You don't? Okay, this is an off-leash area. This is an off-leash park.
Yep.
Regardless of what anybody's told you, this park, this rec center is on leash only. The official off-leash area is down the hill, regardless of what anybody's told you. That is the official legal.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
so please leash it.
Hey.
Okay.
See, why is this dog attacking him? The security guard is only doing his job. He came and spoke to the guy in a nice professional tone, not threatening, didn't take out his weapon, didn't try to hurt him. And this dog, for whatever reason, decides to come and attack him. Why? We do not see this from cats. We do not see this behavior from mountain lions. We do not see this behavior from bears. No other animal does this. Natural animals don't do this. It's only dogs we see this happening to. The guy was not in any danger. Why is this thing attacking him? Why? Because dogs are brain damaged mutants. And you're going to say, blame the owner. But prior to this dog wasn't doing anything. And I guarantee if you've seen this dog prior to the attack, you'd be saying, this dog's a sweet little boy. It's a good little worthless mutt. It's so good. And then as soon as it attacks, what do you say? You're going to blame the owner.
Take your ID out now. Take your ID out now.
I don't have it, I'm sorry. I would absolutely give it to you.
Yeah, send PD.
Hey, hush.
What's his problem?
Put your dogs on leash.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is an on-leash area only. The off-leash area is down the hill.
Hey, hush.
And yet there's another dog that's off leash here. And what does it do? It gives it food. This guy has no ID, but he has food for this worthless mutt.
Go ahead, sir. Okay, go
Dog
ahead,
nut
guys.
party.
Just,
Dog nut
I'm
party.
calling the police right now because he doesn't have his ID and his dog just attacked me.
Ready for a dog nut party. Party.
This is why we have dog leash areas and dog off leash areas.
This is an off leash area.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, I can argue this back and forth for a long time, and I'm not going to.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I just had it, just to let you know. I had it.
See, dog nutters think they know better. They always think they know better. When in fact, they're just liars. They're stupid. They're ridiculous. They're nasty. They're filthy. They're despicable.
a conversation with him, and
Yeah,
he
I know.
explained things to me. And I told him about our history and everything like that.
Okay, well then you don't need to hear it again.
Exactly.
Oops. Oh, I already seen this one. I think that's it. That's it. Yeah. So there was another video I wanted to show, but I know I saved it, but I guess it's not there anymore. The video was of a father coming home, and his son was excited to see him, so his son came to go and I guess greet him. And also he had a dog, and the dog came to, I guess, approach the dad, and the dad shoves away the dog to pick up and hug his baby, his child. But when you read the comments in that video, and I was going to show it, but I thought I saved it, but I guess it probably got deleted or not, I don't know, couldn't find it. All the comments, all of it, was berating this guy for shoving the dog and showing love to his own offspring. And they were saying, oh, we gotta show love to the dog. What about the dog? Don't shove the dog. And it was typical dog nuttery you would suspect from dog nuts. Typical. Yeah, so it's like these dog nuts, man. They only care about dogs. And in theory, if this was the opposite of this dad only showing attention to the dog and shoving away his son, a lot of these dog nuts will probably say, I would do the same thing. They would cherish, they would reinforce dog nuttery and avoid human affection. But in this video, you'll see for yourself. And they're laughing. They're laughing. He's laughing. All three of them are laughing. Why are they laughing?
Perro bulldog ataca a su propio dueño, señores.
Why are they laughing? It's because they're dog nutters. They're pit nutters. They're stupid. They're laughing. Why is this funny? She could have been mauled to death. Or is this probably a forewarning? And they're laughing. Oh my Lord. Oh Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Maybe two more and I'll call it a day. I'll call it a video. Bear with me, it's just loading. Okay. My dog ate an entire chocolate cake from the kitchen bench. An emergency vet said $5,000 for treatment or $200 for euthanasia. You have 10 minutes to decide. Well, technically, it could be free to eliminate this dog. So you just get a Roscoe and let Roscoe do its thing. But it's a business. It's business. But the fact that it's only dogs that eat things that they're not supposed to be eating, This only shows how brain damaged these dogs are. Well, this is a good video. This is a good video, good example of how
Well, hello there, buddy. What you doing?
You doing too?
No, hey, what the you fucking weird ass motherfucker? I'll beat the shit out of you, motherfucker. You just came up and growled at me.
But you didn't do
Yeah,
shit,
you did. You gonna hit me, dude?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm about to beat the shit out of you, weird ass. Here you go. What? What the fuck you do? You fucking growled at me, dude.
no package for you, dog nutter. Man, lucky, no, this dog nut should be grateful. Lucky that wasn't a Roscoe, wasn't Mr. Roscoe, because Mr. Roscoe let that dog drop. Mr. Roscoe would let that dog drop. This is a classic. This one's a classic, man. It's kind of dark, but it's like a little funny at the same time. This one's a classic. It's a classic. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a classic. It's a classic. Oh my goodness. That one's a classic. That one is a classic. But again, anything is better than dogs, and it's a fact. Anything is better than dogs because dogs are the only species, only retarded. Well, I mean, they are retarded, but they're the only species that requires another species to take care of them and to make sure they don't act the way they're supposed to act, if that makes any sense. Because when a dog acts the way they do act, then it's the other species' problem, other species' fault. Because again, all dogs are good, but even if a dog naturally behaves the way it does, it is the other species' fault for allowing it to happen, I guess. But what about all those stray dogs that just wander and attack people? You don't hear them blaming the owner. They just keep quiet and they ignore these excuses that they've said in the past. So it's all about protecting dogs and lying, creating these excuses and narratives to protect these worthless mutts, because we're in a dog culture where dogs are worshipped as gods and better than people, better than children. So they have to do whatever is necessary to protect them, because the fact remains that anything, and I mean anything and everything, is better than dogs. Even a hurricane, even an earthquake, a tsunami, being trapped in a burning building is better than dogs. Anything that is worse or tragic is better than dogs. Anything. Being stranded in the middle of the ocean is better than dogs. Because dogs are worthless. They're filthy, they're dangerous and vile. And then they have these owners, the dog lovers, the advocates for them, that makes them even worse. Dogs themselves, by themselves alone, are horrible. But when you add these dog nutters, dog lovers, dog owners, the dog culture into it, it makes dogs even more worse, just because, again, they lie. And they're the ones pushing the dog narrative. They're the ones that pushing this dog agenda. They're the ones that are lying, creating excuses for these dogs. So dog lovers themselves, you actually make dogs even worse, more worse than what they really are. Because up front, dogs are pretty dumb. They're dumb, they're filthy, they're nasty. Okay. But then here comes you along, adding all these things and phrases and lies now you're making dogs look more worse than they really are. But nevertheless, anything is better than dogs. Wait, I forgot something. Anything is better than dogs. I am Tim. What am I saying that for? I am Tim Watson, signing off.
It's okay to hate dogs productions. See you later. Doggy hater.